Hey guys, I've been having fun with my camera today. One of my best friends really helped me to appreciate that I need to start appreciating myself and my body and to stop hiding all the time. So that's why I did the video that I did. I keep getting Facebook memories of me posting workout videos. I think I hid all those videos. I don't know. At one point, I got to a place where I didn't want people looking at my body on my Facebook page. And I go back and forth. I have all these different phases in my life. But when I was speaking to my friend earlier today, it was really a good reminder that I have all the reasons to do what I'm doing, which is to, encourage, motivate, like I, got started in the past. Before JulyWellness or any of my other aliases, I was July Fitness, and that always made me happy. There's a whole past about me that a lot of you guys don't even know about. There's a whole past about me dealing with fitness from high school onward. I was one of those who, I was kind of a quiet girl in high school because, of my religion. I was definitely not in the in crowd or popular crowd, but the in crowd and the popular crowd were always very cool with me, very nice to me, and they always made me feel welcome. And so I remember after graduating, I was one of those who transformed, and everybody was like, what the hell happened to July? But I became a workoutaholic. My dad had got me a membership to the health club, and that was my second home. My son wants to get loud right when I get on here, like it's not 11:30 at night. I'm like, do I want to yell at them? My internet went out when I started coughing. Okay, so anyway, I don't really, probably, I guess I'm not going to really talk about it. I'll just, demonstrate my talents with fitness. Trying to remember I know why I really got on here. I wanted to tell everybody that there are so many goals that we all have in life. And when you're trying to reach those goals, I don't know, it's kind of a catch-22 with me. There's always the saying that, move in silence, or don't necessarily, reading a message, don't necessarily let people, or don't necessarily let your right hand know what your left hand is doing and all that kind of stuff, right? or like keeping your goals private because there are people who, don't want to see you reach them, even the ones who you think you can trust. People in your inner circle, sometimes they tend to get a little like envious, or dare I say hateful. I don't really like to use that word, the root word. Never been a big fan of that word. And it used to bother me when when it was common that everybody would talk about, how someone was doing so much like hating, like that bothered me. I don't like to hear that. It hurts my ears. But what I do want to say is that yes, your thoughts and feelings have much power. That's true. But the thing that a lot of people don't realize is that for one thing, you can protect yourself from that. You don't have to submit to that. And you definitely should not just succumb to it. Don't do that. I'm a big person on making my own rules. Make your own rules. Don't succumb to that. Block it. And for those who do have that in their hearts, I have a special message for you. I crack myself up. I don't know why I crack myself up. Anyway, there's a special place in hell. No, I'm just playing. I don't really believe in hell. I believe in it as much as a place that you literally place yourself in because of your own doing. And it's always, it's a current place. It's not something that you leave earth and, burn in eternal fire. Sorry for all this coughing. But it's a place that you take yourself to by allowing yourself to suffer. And a lot of times it's self-inflicted. Most of the times it's self-inflicted. Because if anyone else does it to you, it's because you allowed it. You're stronger than what anyone else can do to you. That goes for a person, dead or alive, or a spirit or whatever. You have the right to own your outcome. Don't give it up. Knowing that is 99% of the battle. But sometimes people get a little covetous, a little envious, a little jealous, and when they do, the real message that I have for people like that is that you bring it on yourself when you do that, Like, you really should be careful not to be that way, because those are situations that you pull your own self into. So in other words, if you can't stand to see someone have something nice or do something nice or accomplish something nice, what you fail to realize is that you're actually holding yourself back from some of the things that you want. Why is my child acting like it's like 11 in the morning? Mordecai! Marky. They get quiet when you start yelling. So anyway, those are things that I really want you guys to understand. Like, I mean, it's human tendency to want to do well, and it's even more natural to want to do as well as your peers. That's natural because you're peers. So typically, you and your peers should be at a very you would think that you would want to be at a comparable level with your peers, especially, doing well, not doing less than, but being above average, right? But here's the thing. You needn't only want it for yourself. You need to want it for them as well. Genuinely. Gosh. That's a whole other subject. How do you become genuine in your heart? How is it that you cultivate love within you? How do you do that? A lot of people want to know. Because guess what? It must feel miserable. I would think it would be a miserable feeling to watch people around you accomplish things that you don't want to see them accomplish, But it's possible to change all that and to become genuine in your wishes for them. And it starts within you, about you. You have to actually appreciate who you are. You have to be a person who is in love with who you are. You know what I mean? You want to be a person who is so content with who you are that you don't care about, you know how some people say, "Oh, I wish I had their life," or "I wish I was that person." That's how you want to feel about yourself. You want to be excited about you and your potential and everything that you are accomplishing and that you set for yourself as a goal. You want to be excited about all of that. You're looking forward to that. That's who you are comparing yourself with. And that's how you become genuine. That's how you become genuine. That way, you have enough love and true desire to see others succeed in being the best version of themselves. Hi, Tasha. Yes, I'm doing so much better. Thank you. It feels so much better, to be kind of back into the swing of things a little bit. I'm easing my way because it's so hard to keep all this information to myself. And I keep being pushed more and more and motivated more and more to share the kind of information that I'm sharing. And I'm just going to be doing it on a regular basis because I know people need to hear it. But so I'm just talking about being genuine with others. And the only way that you can cultivate that quality is by starting off with being genuine with yourself, Learn to love what you are, what you are becoming, what your goals are. Be so content that you don't want to be distracted by anything else, because what you have is so good. And then that way, it will cause you to bubble up inside to the point where you're so full. You're so fully, completely just saturated with contentment to the point that when it comes to others, you want to see them be content as well. And you're not in a place where you're looking at what they have and you are salivating over what they have or where they're going, because you're too full on contentment with what you are doing. Just think about that. I know a lot of people are probably shocked because I'm, showing my body on Facebook, and I never do that. And they're so used to me being the perfect little Christian and someone who's very modest and all that kind of stuff. Y'all know what? I never really, that was never really my, I am a dignified person, but I also love to have fun, and I don't take myself too seriously. I do when it comes to business, though. I don't play no games when it comes to business. Not even a little bit. Anyone who's worked with me can tell you that the jokes are off when it comes time to talk about business or money or anything like that. That's not, there's, that's not it. That's not a time for fun at all. But other than that, I love being goofy. I love me. I love who I am. I enjoy my life, and I enjoy other people. And I also enjoy when other people enjoy me. There's a beauty in all of that. And so, gosh, I almost forgot where I was going with this, but the point is that, for one, I'm here to lift others up. And that's what I would expect from people who I trust, who are close to me. And, I know what I was talking about. I know a lot of people are going to be surprised. And I can tell by the comments that some people are surprised. And, then you have, like, both men and women alike who feel like, oh, you don't need to do all that for likes or for attention or, that kind of stuff. They think that you're doing it for, I don't know, whatever they think you're doing it for. But, yeah, now that I have reclaimed my life, I do what. So my internet wants to stop on that part. So that's cool. All right. Hi, Curtis. My internet wants to stop, but that's fine. It's cool. You guys are going to learn a lot about my personality. When I was really into, the whole July fitness thing and my boot camp and all that kind of stuff. Thank you so much. Thank you very much. Very appreciated. I really appreciate that, Curtis. Thank you so much. But yeah, when I was into all of that, I posted like crazy. A lot. Like, people who have been around in my life for, decades can tell you that that's, who I am. And I simmered down a lot, but it's all in how you look at it. So like with me, my thing is, hey, I was born this way. I was created to lead by example. And I have enough sense to make sure that I don't do anything, like crazy or whatever. But there are some things that I will do that's not everybody's taste, to everybody's liking. And that's okay. That's okay, because you're not always going to strike a chord with every person. I don't know. Sometimes you can. And I've always had the kind of personality where I can like get along with anybody. But also my thing is, I know that I'm a creator. I'm here to create, and I'm here to help. So everything that I do, I publicize. I'm not a secretive person. So, going back to the whole thing about, don't let your left hand know what your right hand is doing and all that kind of stuff. Like, I've never really been that type of person. People pretty much know what I'm doing. And it's because I don't have any fear. I don't fear people who hate, even though, like I said, I don't really like that choice of a word, but they don't scare me. And you don't have to allow that kind of thing to have an impact on your life. Even the ones who do it in secret. They think they're doing it in secret, but they're not. And you can turn Liam Neeson on them. No, I'm just playing. I'm showing y'all my crazy. I gotta stop before I scare some people. But, for those who think that they're doing it in secret, seriously, all jokes aside, there are so many light beings and spirits of light who are on your side. Do you really think that a couple of haters are going to affect you? I really want you guys to ponder over that. And then I have sometimes I get people who want to contact me, but they're afraid of messaging and stuff. And it's like, yeah, I believe in conspiracies, and I know that, Big Brother is watching and all that kind of stuff, but are you going to allow it to make you so paranoid that your whole life is, excuse me, I was drinking some green juice and it's like coming up. Green juice, oh my gosh. And I had, I should have took a picture. I had ginger essential oil in it and cayenne pepper powder. And it was delicious. Can't wait to drink some more tomorrow. But please don't allow that to run your life and ruin your life. You got to live your life and enjoy life. How can you enjoy life if you're always hiding? You don't need to always be hiding from who's watching you, because they see you anyway. There's no privacy. Your phone has no privacy. There's no privacy. So who cares? If you're doing what you're supposed to do, who cares? If you're living your life the way you want to live your life, then do so. You're not doing anything illegal. And of course, there are things that, the powers that be, or even people who are low key, want to keep you down or hold you down from doing, but that's only if you give attention to it. I hate to tell you that. You don't have to. It's like whatever you're putting your attention to. I did a post, a repost from Abraham Hicks and Abraham Hicks page. And it talked about pointing. when you point in the direction of something, that's what you are going to attract. So, what are you focusing on? Are you focusing on things that you feel are tumultuous? Things that are going to really bring turmoil into your life? Is that your focus? If that's your focus, then you are planning on day-to-day misery. Don't do that. You know? You guys, since I had been, recovering and just kind of like laying low and staying to myself, it really, really, really helped me to appreciate some things, especially about my frequency and my vibration. I was working with a lovely girl named Olivia Grace. She's what is it called? Manifestation coach. Such a beautiful soul, such a beautiful woman, inside and out. And Olivia told me, she was like, your energy is very, very soothing, relaxing, and beautiful. And she said, and it's your energy. She said, you worked hard for that energy. And she said that you shouldn't be so quick to give it up. Don't allow just anybody in your energy, is what she told me. And that was like some of the best advice that I had ever received, because it's so true. And I know you guys can relate that it's so true that if you allow someone in your space, they can F it all up. And I know you don't want that. And I know you guys know what I can't believe my internet keeps stopping. I was saying, I know you guys know what I'm talking about. I know you can relate to that. So, but I figured that out even more so, especially when you're an empath. When you're a person who absorbs everything. So when you're around other people, doesn't matter if you're physically around them, but you guys are in contact with each other some way, some shape, form, or fashion. You are absorbing them, whether you think you are or not. I saw a post earlier today of two pears side by side. One of them was very rotten, and it was affecting the pear that it was touching, and that's how life goes. And so we want to be that way, but in a positive way. And if we can't be that way in a positive way, then we work on ourselves, because never do we want to be the mold that's going to damage the next person, right? We want to see everybody thrive. We want to see everybody just like have a beautiful, beautiful life. That's what we want. And if it's hard for you to want that for someone else, it just means that you don't want it for yourself enough. No one has taught you the beauty of life. As a matter of fact, you may have been brought up in a way like I was, where, everything has contingencies. And my life is no longer about contingencies. Now that I'm 46 years old, I remember that I was baptized into my religion when I was 13 years old. So now here I am, 33 years later. I finally broke away from something that I feel had me in bondage. And I hate to say it like that, but that's what it was. I want so bad to paint an illustration for people to understand what it's like when you allow yourself to be led around and you close your eyes to everything outside. You just will not let anything outside in whatsoever because you've been taught that it is dangerous for you. Oh my gosh, there's sun out there. There's goodness out there. There's positivity out there. There's love out there. There's blessings out there. There is a richness of life out there. And I'm so glad. Oh my gosh, I'm so glad, you guys. Sorry. So glad that I was brave enough to see. And I'm grateful. I'm grateful to Almighty God that He has allowed me to see so that if there's anyone else who I can pave the way for, that I do so. Because it's hard for a lot of people. It's scary for a lot of people. And they don't even know where to start. Even if they wanted to. They don't know where to start. So I say to those people, you know, if you're looking for a way to start, you start within you with prayer and you ask for answers and you don't look outside of you. You look inside. I know a lot of people are like, well, what does that really mean? You have to start learning how to trust your intuition, which is gifted to you. That's what it takes. Trusting yourself, which is something that I was taught all my life that we cannot do. We cannot trust ourselves. We cannot trust our hearts. Sorry. I feel like I'm coughing in y'all's face. But my life is so much different, so much better. Oh my gosh, like I could breathe. I'm so relieved, you know? And I don't like chains and restrictions and all of that. Like, I'm not that kind of person. I'm such a different person from all of that. I've never been the type of person that can just go with what I'm told because I was told, and that's the end all be all. That never made sense to me. I hope that other people can be strong enough mentally to understand who they are and what they're meant for. And you're in my prayers, you know. But mostly I just, wanted to make sure that I let everybody know that you got to pull together and you have to support each other. You don't want to be jealous in any way. You don't want to wish anybody's downfall, because any of those things is you think that you're doing that to the next person, but mostly you're actually doing it to yourself. You're gagging yourself, you're holding yourself back. Please, I'm begging you, enjoy your life. Learn to love your life. Learn to love who you are so that you can love the next person and you're genuinely happy for who they are and what they have. And you want to give them more. You want them to have more. You want them to have abundance. I did a TikTok that talked about there's an affirmation on that TikTok that says, I am open and receptive to all of the abundance in the universe. And it's not just for me, but I'm also open and receptive to all of the abundance in the universe for others. Does that sound how does that sound? Tell me, what's your reaction to that? That's hypothetical. Okay, I got cut off. But anyway, that's hypothetical, of course. But How does that sound to you? Listen to it. Listen, all right? Here, I'm about to go into my higher self, you guys. And I want you to listen to this. And I want you to say this affirmation. And I want you to feel it in your heart. And I want you to imagine yourself being engulfed in a stream of white light coming down. I want you to just imagine this. And I want you to feel it with your heart and your soul. I have my eyes closed, but I hope that my internet is not stopping and starting. White light engulfing you, surrounding you. You're grounding yourself. You're imagining your spinal cord sinking all the way down to the center of the earth. And you're merging with Earth's energy. And Earth is sending energy all the way up through the bottoms of your feet, all the way to where your tailbone starts. And it's merging with your nervous system. And it's giving you its energy. And you have all this white light coming from above, meeting you and meeting the earth's energy. And from your heart, you are becoming open and receptive to all of the abundance in the universe for the greatest good. You're open and you're receptive to all of the abundance in the universe for the greatest good for yourself and for others. You're open to it all. You're receptive. You're not despising it in any way. You're not refusing it in any way. If someone offers you anything, you're not refusing it. If someone offers someone else something, you're not despising it. You're open to it. You're grateful for it. You open it, you welcome it with open arms. You're excited for it. Sit in that place. Be grateful, be grateful. Oh my gosh. Be happy. Be open and receptive. Open and receptive. For the greatest good. For all things good. For all things abundant that are good, that are going to benefit you and benefit others. And things that are bigger than you and me, in a good way. And anything that is not for the greater good, or anyone or any spirit, and just wrap it in love and send it to the universe. And the universe will make sure that it finds its proper place in love to be brightened with light so that the darkness doesn't overcome its intentions. It's all about intentions, you guys. I love you guys so much. I know this video was all over the place. But I love you guys, and I hope this message really reached your hearts. You guys enjoy the rest of your evening.